program today is Municipal Matters. We've got a full slate of guests today. We've got Erin Wakely from the Cobourg Tourism Office. She's going to be joining us. Kelly Jessup will be sitting in with her, as well as Robin Lee. They are the organizers of the Cobourg Santa Claus Parade, which is coming up very soon. But joining me right now is Cindy Adams, the Executive Director of Scientists in School, and they will be launching an event in Port Hope on Thursday, November 20th. Welcome to the show. It was very nice to meet you, Cindy.
Thank you, Dave, and thanks for having me here this morning.
So Scientists in School. Now, I understand the organization has been around for 20 years.
Yes, we're having our 20th anniversary this year.
What exactly is Scientists in School?
Thank you for asking. Scientists in School is a nonprofit charitable organization with a mission to ignite scientific curiosity in children. We work with kindergarten to grade 8 students, and they become the scientists when we visit the classroom. A presenter comes who has a background in whatever area of science we're working on with that particular class, and the students become the scientists. So very hands-on programs.
So these are volunteer scientists then who go to various schools. What is your particular science?
I'm a botanist by background.
Okay.
That goes back some years now. I've been with Scientists in School for about 18 years.
Wow,
and,
so just about the
I
beginning.
I traded in a research career in the field of applied botany and worked at one time in research to do with air and soil pollution.
Wow. So you took your skills then as a botanist and you're basically taking them into the public schools, well, I guess all schools, from kindergarten to grade 8.
Yes.
And you're showing them not just your love of botany, but also what a career in science could be.
That's right. And I am one of a group of 350 presenters now. The program is running. It had its roots in Durham region, but it's running now in all of the Greater Toronto area, in Ottawa, Guelph, Waterloo. Last year we opened a branch in Niagara region, and the reason I'm here today is that we are launching the program across Kawartha region.
Well, that's incredible. So you're basically throughout the province at this point.
Well, we're going to be throughout the province at some point, and certainly we have a large reach now. We're reaching 500,000 budding scientists, and
Wow.
very excited.
So, I mean, botany, obviously that's your field. Is it all science then? Is it,
Yes, the program actually is aligned with Ontario's science and technology curriculum. There are 4 strands in the science curriculum from grade 1 up to grade 8. Kindergarten has its own curriculum.
Okay.
But the programs have titles like electricity, get charged, never say out to a bug, what in the world is matter, so you can tell that it spans all fields of science.
Wow, so we're talking about everything from, as you said, bugs
That's
to
right.
what makes a light bulb
That's
work,
right, and
essentially.
we start with the junior kindergarten students and up to grade 8, because those are the formative years where we really feel that it's critical to spark that interest for science.
So that really is the mandate, isn't it? To spark interest, if you will, in science, and then just help foster that growth. Have you encountered in your time over 18 years, are there any kids that you've seen in schools that have said to you, "Hey, you know what? I want to be part of this program"? Are there kids that you know that have graduated from university as scientists, whether it be an electrical or a botanist as yourself?
That's the part that keeps us going. We do hear from young people who have very fond memories of Scientists in School and can tell you exactly what they did when they were back in grade 3 or 4. I met a young man recently, and he is now in the aerospace engineering field. He was working when I met him at Bombardier in a research or a summer student position, but he's in 3rd or 4th year at Ryerson in this program. And he came over and he just said, "I want to shake your hand and tell you how much I remember about Scientists in School." And he said, "I remember when we did those leaf fossils when I was in grade 3." So those are the kind of strong feelings that the program conjures up.
That really is incredible. Well, how did it start?
It has a very interesting history. It has a very grassroots community base. It started as an outreach project in Ajax and Pickering with an organization that's actually national. You may have heard of the Canadian Federation of University Women, national organization, and doing really good community outreach work, a lot of the time focused on education. And so it was 2 members of the CFUW and Ajax Pickering who began the program. I came in a little later on when they'd been smitten with teaching and gone into teaching careers and
they
looking
became
for
smitten.
another coordinator for the program. And really, I have.
So you've been the coordinator essentially since then?
Since I was in 200 classrooms, and last year we were in 20,000 classrooms.
Wow. So that was 20 years ago, as you said, and it started Ajax Pickering.
Yes.
Now, is the fund? How does it get funded? I mean, how do we support scientists in school?
We're very fortunate to have some. It is a partnership, and that's what has made it such a success story. The program is supported by corporations, by individual donors, by community organizations, and the schools also pay a user fee. So the user fee helps to make it sustainable, but we work to subsidize the cost of every program and to have startup funds for new areas. In this area, we are thrilled to have had the support of Cameco, who believe very strongly in in bettering their community, and that is what has helped the program to get launched across this region.
That's really what it is. There's a clear example of science in your community, though. I mean, it's active, it's ongoing, and that's really what the whole aspect of the grassroots organization. You talked about community. And you talked about this young fellow who remembered learning about fossil leaves and what have you. I mean, that's now especially more kids seem to be tuned in with the environment and with the way they interact with the environment. So science is obviously a huge important factor within that, I would think.
There is a real need in Canada to spark science interest and to spark it not just in our youth, but to spark it in all ages. Canada is ranks very high globally in education, but not so in innovation. And the Conference Board of Canada's report card this summer, for several years running, has given Canada a D for innovation. Kids aren't going into the sciences, and science is the core for both global competitiveness and for innovation. In the OECD countries, out of 30 countries, we rank only 22nd for the number of graduates with bachelor's degrees in science and engineering, and even poorer at the higher level. Wow. But really, this program isn't just about all children going on and becoming a scientist or a researcher or even going into a field of science. It's very much on all children having fun with science, understanding more deeply, and just becoming better citizens.
Just taking away some of the mystery, if you will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Connecting with the world around them.
That's right. I want to remind the viewers we're watching Municipal Matters here on TV Cogeco. I'm Dave Glover, your host, and joining me is Cindy Adams, the Executive Director for Scientists in School, an organization that's been around for 20 years. They are doing a launch in Port Hope on Thursday, November 20th. Is that open to the public?
It is, and I'd really love to see the public come out to our launch. We're having it at the Carpenters Union in Port Hope. The details will, I guess, be communicated, but it's on Croft Street at the Carpenters Union Hall, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock on Thursday, November the 20th, and it's going to be fun for all ages. We're going to showcase some of the same kind of hands-on exploration that happens in the classrooms, and we hope that families will come, that teachers will come, that seniors will come, that everybody will come and have a good time.
So it really is open to everyone from 4 p.m. to 7, you say?
4 p.m. to 7. We'll have a little bit of a formal launch, celebrate the actual launch of the program at 5 o'clock. But otherwise, it's a drop-in anytime in that period, and we'll have all sorts of science materials that will be of interest and very hands-on.
So you'll be there, and who else will be there?
The presenters for this region, and we're actually looking for some more presenters. So we're looking for people who think science is pretty cool and who have post-secondary degrees in science or engineering to join our team. So we will have some of our presenters there to talk to people about science and to I guess unravel some of the mysteries of science.